So I've got several layers on the outside of the archival box, and they have absolutely nothing to do with preservation. Their purpose is prevention and protection. Prevention, I don't want this to be easy access for someone that may want to play dress up. Protection, we'll get to that layer a little bit later on. So this, if you may remember, I call this the craft bag, because as we all get older, we develop that disease called craft, where you can't remember a freaking thing. This means there's something special in here, but that's also going to generate a little curiosity. So this is an accession tag. Every object I've ever worked with in museum, everywhere you go on exhibits, every object has an accession tag that travels with it. So I just got basic information here. Christening gown. You're going to go ahead and fill out that other information we discussed with the archival paper you're going to try to locate and put down the history, and that can slide right inside this layer as well. This is the layer of protection. This is a product called polypropylene. Anytime that there is a textile, excuse me, leather or paper that's on exhibit in a museum, once it comes off exhibit and it goes into the archive room to rest, it's encapsulated in this same sort of product. This is a chemical-free product. It's a dense breed that allows a little bit of air to go through because air doesn't hurt anything. But what's going to happen is, as in the archive room, just in case the sprinkler system goes off, as during its life of storage, as long as this bag has not been compromised, it can stand in water several days in case you have a pipe that bursts. So it's heat sealed at one end. I'm going to heat seal this end before you go and show you how you can heat seal it and open it up again yourself. So as you can see, this is not one of those pretty cardboard boxes with a window on it, because those are just pretty cardboard boxes with a window on it. This is chloroplast, the standard we use in museums. As you've already been proven, you can use this over and over again. It'll last about 125 years, so don't discard it. So the christening gown was not just cleaned and put into a box. It was prepared for preservation. You take the gown to a dry cleaner, they're going to treat it like a pair of pants. A lot of stains that you don't see, like a baby drooling or having an accident or people touching the gown, that's going to show up later on. So the gown went through a series of gentle baths and immersions, no mechanical action at all hand cleaned. These hands. I addressed the stains you see, the stains you don't see. I brought it to a neutral pH. It was then placed in all neutral pH packaging, and here you are, right here. So, gown can stay like this, even if no one touches it, 2 or 3 generations with no trouble at all. The gloves are here. If you're just taking it out to look at it, pay attention to how it's packed and put it back in packaging. Once you start handling it or someone starts wearing it, it's not preserved anymore. It's got alkalinity from handling, baby drooling, baby have an accident. In fact, I would recommend going forward, because of the history of this, that the gown, you don't want to treat it like a contemporary gown. I would have it just for the ceremony.
That's what we do.
And then take it off and put the baby in something else.
That's what we do.
Okay, so we have 2 more steps. I'm going to heat seal this. And you need a high-tech piece of equipment like this. You know what that is.
It's a hair straightener.
Yes, ma'am. So it's on the lowest possible setting.
Hi, girls. I'm going to.
All right. All I'm doing, I'm just going to heat seal just about ½ an inch. That way, if you need to get in here, if you'll cut
yeah.
just beyond where it's heat sealed,
and you've got room to receive.
you can use this again, and you don't need to come find me. Next step is I'm going to make this a smaller footprint. What that means, the bag is larger than the box because the box needs to slide in. What I'm going to do is draw this in, and what that is going to accomplish is have this bag hugging the box. In doing so, it's going to make it much less of a chance it's going to snag on something and get punctured while you're handling it or moving it around somewhere. So you need another high-tech piece of equipment like this. And now you see how it's a much smaller footprint. And we're done.